Got a special guest with me. Paul Reed Smith is back at Sweetwater. It's good to see you.
I'm here so much I almost work here.
You should have an office here.
I should, but I don't want one. So what are we going to talk about today?
Let's talk about private stock.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, fun stuff. Man, I remember the first time I walked into the wood library. I think it was at one of the PRS experiences. It's overwhelming to be surrounded by that amount of just super cool timber.
In 2008, we ran out of orders. And so we had all this wood that we've been stuffing away forever. You put it away for a rainy day, and it was raining, so we put it all up for sale. I said to my wood team, I need you to build me a wood library, and I'm gonna invite all the dealers from Japan and all the dealers from America to come look. And so the wood library became a place where dealers would start to give us orders. So the wood library has been fascinating for people to be able to pick through their parts, but it was also life-saving at one point. So,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. The merchandising guys here at Sweetwater, the guitar specialists, spend a lot of time. They're out there a few times a year picking out.
They're coming every month because you, as Sweetwater as a whole, are having a lot of this stuff made, and they're picking out the backwood, they're picking out the top wood, they're picking out the zero Cody fretboard, they're deciding that it gets curly maple binding, it's got a zero Cody neck.
Wow.
All this stuff was decided by your buyers. I pick up the guitar and I'm proud of it, so I'm good. I'm okay not being involved other than that it's a private stock and my best people are working on it, you know.
Right.
So, it's
So
cool.
with a private stock guitar like this, are these made to be displayed? Are they made to be played? What is your
God.
philosophy of what these guitars are for?
Oh, you are hitting a nerve.
I know.
Having an under-the-bed guitar is not my goal. Well, I want the guitars played, but there's a reverence to how beautiful they are and how much of a piece of art in combination with a guitar it is. For me, it can be art all day long, but if the artist doesn't like the way it sounds better than the other one, I'm dead in the water.
Right.
I mean, they're shooting out stuff constantly. If there's a boat of guitars for Rockstar, they're going to pick the one they like the sound of more than the way it plays. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it feels like. If it doesn't sound right, it's not going to get used. I want them played. I want them beloved. But you know something? You've got enthusiasts buying from Sweetwater. You've got players buying from Sweetwater. You've got people that are starting. You've got experts. I know a lot of rock stars that covet their engineer because that's where they're getting their gear, and they tell a whole lot. I find out things about some of my artists that they're only telling your engineer, not telling me. So it's a combination, and it's okay with me all the way around.
Do you view the private stock as a laboratory in a way to try new things, and people are suggesting things in different woods and combinations?
I let it be a laboratory. I don't go in there and tell your buyer what, don't do that. He can do what he wants, and my private stock team can recommend what they want. If we've put really good people in position, they're naturally good at guitars. I checked this guitar when it left the factory, and this is a one-piece top quilt top that somebody picked out with a curly back. I mean, give me a break.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, right? I don't try to control it. What I try to do is put incredibly skilled people in charge.
Is there a limit to what you'll do? Is there something where you'll say, no, that just, no?
Yeah, there are limits, but not a lot. That fingerboard was designed by Paul Miles, who's the head of private stock, and I never said you have to show it to me before it's okay to go on. There wasn't a limit there. So in a way, there's no limits, and there's tons of limits depending on which angle you look from.
Which way you're looking at it.
Yeah, right.
Do you start with a basic model or a core model, and you go from there? Or like, for example, this one behind me, this hollow body.
I wouldn't call that a basic model.
Well, no, certainly not.
That's intended to be a beautiful jazz guitar, but I've seen people play heavy metal on these things, so.
Yeah?
I mean, it's an instrument,
It's an
right?
instrument, sure, certainly.
I mean, the guitar's making a good racket even with not plugged in.
Yeah, right.
I want it to be a musical instrument. That is more important to me than anything. And that's a good sounding guitar. It had a beautiful mid-range to it.
Just
Did you hear
one
it?
chord, just one chord, and you're
Well,
ready
you can
to go.
hear it, right?
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. So have there been things that have come out of private stock? Someone orders a guitar, they spec it out or whatever, and you think that should be a model, this should be something,
Absolutely.
there's something
Happens
really
all the
cool
time.
here?
We talk about bringing it down from private stock. Private stock is the place where you're cooking up new dishes, and then what makes it into the line. There's a guitar we're making in private stock right now that I know is going to make the line. We made a guitar the other day, and when it had the right kind of gain on it, it almost sounded like a ring modulator, and people were like, what is that? So to me, let's get the instrument right in how it looks. Let's get the instrument right in how it feels, but let's really get it right in how it sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the key, right?
I think so.
Then you're going to inspire somebody.
Well, that would be the idea. Look, they call here and look at a picture and trust the engineer to sell them the instrument. When they open the case, that's the moment of truth. Because if they ain't like it, it's going to come flying back. And we call those boomerangs where they go out and they come back.
Right.
And our boomerang rate, I track it as really low. Most people really like what's going on. It's easier to sleep at night knowing that my people are doing a really good job.
Yeah.
And I think the relationship between my company and your company, I mean, like we said at the beginning of this video, your buyers come in every month to spec out private stocks.
Right.
That's kind of cool. If you go in that vault, that wood library as it is now, there's probably 20 species of neck wood, 20 species of fingerboard wood, 9 or 10 species of top wood, probably 10 species of backwood, and then they start to lay the parts out on the table and let's try this and this and this and this and this and this. So on this guitar, somebody put a big square of Zirconi on the table for that neck. Somebody put one of those fingerboards on there. There was 2 pieces of wood for the top that were laid out. There was this beautiful backwood done. And so the buyer starts to envision what it's going to look like, and then Paul said, what color you want? Well, this is not a sprayed sunburst. This was done with a rag. So
hand-stained.
Hand-stained sunburst. We call it a glow. You're asking about private stock, which is our premier brand, and there's about 20 highly skilled people in that department making really good instruments. So that's our job. That's work. And we're serious about it, and people take a lot of pride in it.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Thanks for having me on.
No, it's my pleasure. It's always fun to sit down and talk about guitars.
Guitars are fun.
Yeah, they definitely are.
I don't know why I love them, but I do.
Yeah, we all do.
Do you?
All do. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, you have to check out these private stock guitars, and the best way to do that is to head over to sweetwater.com, see what's available online, then contact your Sweetwater sales engineer because they are experts on these guitars. They can help you either buy one from Sweetwater stock or get you set up with your own private stock as well. So there are a lot of options there. Your Sweetwater sales
You're talking
engineer.
about a custom order now.
Yeah, we can guide you through that whole thing.
I didn't think about that one.
Yeah, there's all that stuff. But the instruments we have in stock have been hand-spec'd by the Sweetwater crew. The experts go out there, like you said, every month, and you definitely got to check all this stuff out. Head over to sweetwater.com. Thanks, Paul. It's great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Come back again very soon.